Namaskaram, Vanakkam, and happy day 9 of Navratri. I hope you've had a wonderful holiday. If you've done the fast, I hope it's brought you closer to Mother Goddess, and I hope you've gotten everything out of it that was your goal when you started. And I hope you've enjoyed your time with your family and friends and having darshan and having golu dolls at home. And today we're kind of at the pinnacle, and this form of the goddess that we're going to focus on today is Siddhidatri, and this is the form of the goddess who is perfection. So we have Siddhi, which is perfection, which is normally attributed to spiritual perfections. So someone who has siddhis has focused their energy and their life on developing these internal spiritual talents. And there's all sorts of different siddhis that people will attempt to develop and dedicate themselves to developing. These might be things like being able to astrally project, or to heal through touch or through intention, or there's an entire myriad of yogic skills that people like to perfect and to develop in the material world. And this form of the goddess represents all of those spiritual siddhis at their topmost perfection. And what's more, what does that mean for us, those of us who, I'm not a yogi, I'm not a sadhvi in a cave. I live in the material world. I live in a busy city, so I'm not really trying to develop siddhis as a yogi might do, or a yogini might do. For me, this is the representation of that fruition of spiritual endeavor. It is this form of the divine feminine who opens the door, that is the energy that pushes us towards spiritual realization. When we have that moment of crossing the threshold between who we think we are consciously and who we truly spiritually are, when we have these small moments of insight, these small sparks of divine reality throughout our day-to-day life. Maybe we have it one time in our lifetime. Maybe we don't have it any time in our lifetime, or maybe we have it multiple times in one lifetime. But anytime that happens, the form of the goddess in Siddhidatri, she is the force that helps us cross that threshold. At least that's how I think of her. So any spiritual realization, regardless of whether one is a Vaishnav or a Shaivite or Smarta or Shakti or non-denominational practitioner of the spiritual path, realization has to have the divine energy in it, the divine feminine energy as a part of it. Otherwise, if it's only the masculine side, it's not complete. So this is the form of the divine feminine who helps us to cross that threshold, that pushes us further in our spiritual development. And she is splendor and abundance and beauty. So I hope that you have a wonderful day, and all of the spiritual blessings and accomplishments that you may have gotten through doing any type of renunciation work, any type of fasting over the last 9 days. My prayer is that Siddhidatri helps bring those blessings to fruition and helps you cross that threshold, taking that next step in your own spiritual path. And I would like to thank everyone who's joined me for these short meditations over the last 9 days. As I mentioned before, these are my thoughts, and I attribute it when I got some ideas from other places as well. This is how I relate to the divine feminine, how I think about Mother Goddess during these 9 days, and it might change, this time next year. But I hope you enjoyed the path and had something additional that brought some joy to your 9 days. So have a wonderful day and evening. Blessings on Durga Puja. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Hari Om.